Hey, brother! And welcome everyone to a very vicious Voldemort quiz, where today we are joined by a special guest.
Yes, by extreme popular demand, we have the one, the only Morgan from MovieFlame. Hello, Morgan!
Hello, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I've been a fan for a long time, so excited to be on.
I know. I think maybe we were talking before we started recording here. It sounds like this is a similar request on your end of the spectrum as well. Folks have been looking for
so many comments. Team up with SuperCarlinBrothers. I want to see them do a quiz.
Oh,
so I'm glad we finally got to it.
Here we go, and I guess we're discussing. Our quiz today is about your favorite character, right? Voldemort.
Yeah, that is my favorite character, which might be a hot take, but
yeah.
I like the villains.
There we go. There we go. No, I know. We were having a conversation this morning that'd be like another good opportunity for a collab in the future, which would be like Voldemort as a villain explained,
right?
Or Voldemort's plan explained,
right? What's he trying to do after he kills Harry?
Yeah. Give us the full layout.
Yeah, what's next, man?
Yeah. What's your 5-year?
Right?
You know? Yeah. But so I am. Whenever we face off with somebody who has a favorite and we are stepping into their realm, I'm always massively intimidated. How about you?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, that we're gonna get like stomped here.
Yes, it could happen, and
we'll see.
Even Kangaroo Cat here in office, who writes the quizzes for us, was letting us know that this could be an obscure and/or challenging one. So we're gonna have to find out here in just a moment.
Yeah, as I told you guys before, I watched my Voldemort video, which is one of my most viewed videos before this, so hopefully that'll help me out.
Oh, there you go.
Oh boy.
I love the idea of using your own content to prepare for it.
You're not like, I read the Wikipedia page about him. It's like, nope, watch my own stuff. I got it unlocked.
Right, yeah. I'm backing myself. Yeah, that's good. In case you guys are new to the J versus Ben format, this is how it is going to work. Eth Answers is on the other end of the camera. He's waving, we can see him, but you can't. He's going to be reading today's standard 10 quiz questions, plus an additional 5 questions for our quiz masters over on Patreon.
Ben and I and Morgan will have to answer all the questions completely from memory, but if we all agree we have no idea, we can get the multiple choice. And if you would like to play along, there is a link in the description down below.
Oh boy, yeah, new factor that all 3 of us have to agree to the multiple choice.
Yeah, okay. Morgan's gonna be over there like, no way, guys. I got it.
I'm good. I'm good without you.
Forget it. You're done. You're cooked.
Yeah.
Let's hope. I feel like there's always like that one question though that's like the easiest thing, and then you just completely blank. That's what I'm nervous for.
Oh, dude, it gets me all the time. It gets me. I know. Like, I missed the Neville one the other week where it was like, what does Neville lose? And I was like, remember all. And it was like, no, it's Trevor. Trevor, he loses that first. And I was like,
it was one of my favorite moments in all of J versus Ben history.
Not one of my favorites.
Should we play the highlight?
No. The remember all. Oh my God, why did I do
No, it's his toad, Trevor.
It's Trevor. Why was I like, that's so stupid. I'm so dumb.
Oh no!
I was like, so easy. What Neville forget? It's like, it's the remember all. No, oh my gosh.
Good times. Good times.
Thanks, Ethan.
You're welcome.
All right, without any further ado, let's dive on in with
question number 1. Where did Lord Voldemort encounter Professor Quirrell?
Okay. Nothing but pen scratches.
Boom. Okay, so this is, hopefully.
Yeah.
This is pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Or backwards.
Wait, why would it be straight backwards?
Because it's in the back of his head, right?
No.
Zing.
Yeah, nailed it. All right.
The answer is definitely not going to be the back of his head.
Under his turban.
Yeah.
That would be too funny.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, on the count of 3. You got 1, 2, 3.
Forest in Albania.
Yes.
Nailed it.
That is correct.
We got a 3 for 3 ski on that one.
A 3 for
the
old Michael Scott win-win-win.
Win.
Ba-bam.
Love that.
Excellent start, Morgan.
Okay.
Thank
all
you.
right. This is how it starts, Morgan. Don't get fooled.
Yeah.
They always the softball, and then then who knows where it's gonna be.
I feel like somewhere around question 11, Kangaroo Cat is sitting at her desk and just cracks her knuckles, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are cute."
Yeah.
And then it's on from there.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't write them in order.
You don't write them in order.
No.
Do you assign them in order?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
So like, if I find a question, I'm like, oh, that's harder. I'll put it towards the end.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
In that case,
so if I ever feel like there's a really
question 11 is around where the cracked knuckles questions go.
Right.
Okay.
So if I ever feel like there's a really easy like question 15, it'll be like, Cat doesn't know this.
How embarrassing.
Come on.
Sometimes I do it because it's like it's a poignant question for it to be the last one.
Sure. Okay. I like it. All right.
Question number 2. Who learned of Lord Voldemort's locket, Horcrux, and sought to destroy it before Harry and Dumbledore found it?
Okay. I feel like this is hopefully not a trick question.
Wait a second.
Sorts, right?
A trick question. It wouldn't be.
Like it's the answer you're thinking it is.
It's what you think it is.
Right, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how it would be a trick question.
I'm confident about this one.
You're confident? Okay, I'll explain the trickiness of it afterwards.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ready? So 1, 2, 3.
Regulus Octurus Black.
R-A-B.
Right.
Yes.
That is correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
Correcticus.
This is like also creature, right? He learns about it and tries to destroy it.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Even though,
Also creature. But I think Regulus before creature.
I should have put, yes, but did it say first learned?
It just says learned.
Okay, right.
Interestingly, so Voldemort took creature there before R.A.B.
That's true.
Didn't he?
Because he asked to borrow a house elf.
Yeah, so creature, right, tells Regulus, and Regulus goes, and then he calls creature, and the creature comes back. So I feel like either answer would have been right.
Either answer would have been right.
Right.
Okay. I like that we all gave the same answer
I
because
know.
now we don't have to like duke it out.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, battle royale style.
I know, because if you'd said creature, it'd have been like, actually, he got it first. It'd be like, dang it!
Pens down.
Pens down. Yeah. We're already getting
We'll
schooled.
say it was teamwork between the two of them.
That's right.
There we go. Yes,
right.
yes. The tag team.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? Like a WWE match.
I know. Mm-hmm. So different kind of wrestling.
Yeah, and they're just like sitting there against the locket, laying on the floor, doing like elbow drops from the turnstile.
Yes.
Like, nothing works on this thing!
Have we tried RKOing the locket?
No one tried it! You smell what the locket's cooking? You know?
Oh, man.
That's the winner. Oh,
that's good.
Yeah, I like it.
On that note, it's time for question number 3 and our first Quizmaster question of the game. This question was submitted by Dumb Genius and voted on by patrons. Who did Voldemort duel simultaneously in the Great Hall during the Battle of Hogwarts?
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Let's see.
Boom. I think I got it.
I'm getting live updates to the quiz from Kangaroo Cat, and she says you can tell them it's 3 people if necessary.
I got it.
There are 3 people that...
Yeah, we're looking for 3 people.
I'm not super confident about this one.
Me neither.
I think I've got
Well,
it.
Jay's Johnson it over there.
This is why I'm just going to sit here and be confident about it and then get it wrong. That'll be my move.
I know I'm right about one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel reasonable-ish about one of them, and then the others feel slippery.
Slippery?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of who else would make sense.
Yeah, who makes the cut for this like little duel?
Because it feels like there are 2 duels that are going on, and you've almost got like the Voldemort grade duel and then like the Bellatrix grade duel.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
you got
that
it.
Bellatrix, it was like one person took on Bellatrix and then 3 people had to take on Voldemort. It really shows how powerful he was compared to Bellatrix.
But Bellatrix is fighting 3 people, and then Mrs. Weasley steps in.
Oh. Right. But is she
Who was she fighting? She was
Well,
fighting
I'll tell
Ginny,
you
right?
afterwards in case it's one of your answers.
Okay.
Save it for the internet's
Yeah, come
most
on.
bodacious Bellatrix Lestrange quiz.
Exactly.
The most bodacious. I love this already. Okay, all right. So the count of 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I said McGonagall, Kingsley, and Sluggo. Yeah.
That's
McGonagall,
also what I
Slughorn, and Kingsley
Yeah.
is what I also said.
Those are all correct.
Yes!
Because I'm pretty sure Bellatrix is doing Hermione, Ginny, and Luna.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then, she almost hits Ginny, and Molly's like, oh, time to die, fool.
Not my daughter, you expletive.
Yes, exactly.
I always get confused with like the movies and the books. Like I remember in the movie, it was just Ginny almost got hit.
Yeah.
I always mix book and movie lore up.
I know, and that is a tricky one as well. Yeah, because it's like I think we always rely on book lore as like the
canon.
The canon,
Yeah, me too.
But then oftentimes I feel like the imagery of the movies are baked into my brain.
I know.
So much more.
And then there's like the Fantastic Beasts movies, which I treat as canon
because we don't have
anything else. Because it's
Yeah.
like the Fantastic Beasts movies are written by J.K. Rowling, and then the books are written by J.K. Rowling. So like together they're canon, but then the movies, the 8 movies aren't canon.
Right, but then there's like things portrayed in the Fantastic Beasts movies that are carried over from the Harry Potter movies.
Right.
And it's like, does that make this canon?
Against the dark arts class?
Yes, exactly, like that. Yeah, it's like, I guess this is canonically what Hogwarts looks like now.
Do you consider the cursed child canon?
No.
Oh, not usually. It's I think that like my position on it has not necessarily wavered. Like I've always said no, doesn't count. However, I do think like it is a show worth seeing.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool.
Yeah.
If you go in person.
It's like, it's amazing how often we like, it has not come up. It's like, whether or not it's canon, it's not like there's anything introduced that you're like, well, except in the Cursed Child, this happened, and therefore we need to account for that.
The Time Turner rules are what bother me.
The Time Turners, they don't follow the same rules.
Dude,
right, yeah.
That irks me because on Pottermore, J.K. Rowling, which came out like 2 years before the Cursed Child came out, she said that if you go back in time and then you come back, you age the amount of time that you come back. So if you went back 10 years, you aged 10 years. So Albus and Scorpius went back like I think like 60 years if you add it all up.
Right.
It just didn't age.
It doesn't age. Yeah, so it doesn't follow a lot of its own rules, which is the issue.
Yeah, and there's no part of me that ever wants to imagine Voldemort having any
offspring.
Right. Yes, thank you for saying that word.
Picture.
That's not a good picture.
No, it's not.
It's like, I don't believe that happened.
Right.
I don't believe Cedric's capable of becoming a Death Eater. Like, that's sort of like the point of Cedric, I feel like.
His innate goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
His father could have become a Death Eater, but I don't think Cedric
I could see Amos for sure.
Yes. Yeah. I have no issues with that one.
No.
He seems like he would just basically like lean whichever direction Cedric leaned ultimately. But that would make more sense.
Do you think Amos Diggory is the famous Amos from Famous Amos's Cookies?
I think probably.
That's the one. Yeah.
I mean, it's like nothing else makes more headcanon than a family that produced Cedric Diggory that also produces
Famous Amos.
Famous Amos cookies.
Right. Yeah.
Does that mean the Keebler elves are just house elves?
Oh no.
Oh darn it.
They're tree elves, I'm pretty sure.
Tree elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their house.
Yeah.
They have to live somewhere.
You never heard of a tree house, Jay?
That's true.
Question number 4. Which member of the Order of the Phoenix did Voldemort kill in the Battle of the Seven Potters?
Oh.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that was what he said as he did it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get one. Avada Kedavra. Go Voldemort.
Voldemort's nothing but whimsy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Right.
I think I got this one.
Okay.
I think so.
All right, we all locked in?
Yes.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Mad Eye Moody.
Mad Eye Moody.
There we go.
Mad Eye Moody is correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
Does anyone else even die? Right? Just Hedwig?
Just Hedwig.
Just Hedwig.
No!
Wouldn't that be Voldemort? Got your Alan
Fred
Potter.
Weasley's ear.
Yeah.
Fred Weasley's ear. Our theory
George
is
Weasley's
that you're right, yes.
I can never remember which one gets the ear and which one gets it.
Well, Fred is dead and the other one lost an ear.
Ah.
Yeah, Fred is dead. It rhymes.
Fred is dead and George is gored.
Yeah.
It does rhyme.
Our theory is that Snape kills
Hedwig
because he believes that
he's like, these idiots.
The true Harry would be traveling with the true Hedwig.
Right.
Yes.
Of which there's only one.
Right. Yes. So
interesting.
They could have gotten 7 Hedwigs.
That's another thing with the movie and the book too. Hedwig's death in the movie was like very different than in the book. Like Hedwig just gets hit in the cage in the book and just like falls to the ground and then gets blown up.
Right.
But in the movie, she like saves Harry, which I actually prefer in the movie. It's rare that I like the movie better than the book, but that's one of the instances that I do.
There are the occasions for sure.
Yeah. I like that way better because otherwise, when Hedwig dies in the cage, it's like, dude, Hedwig could have just flown herself. She did
she didn't need to be locked.
She could just take her own path. She's an owl. Why is she in the cage at all? You're flying.
Question number 5. When Voldemort discovers Harry has taken the cup of Hufflepuff, what is the first location he visits to ensure his other Horcruxes are safe?
Ooh.
Okay, I think I got this one.
I think I do, yeah.
I feel like I could be like a little bit torn. I'm gonna stick with it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know this one.
Okay, it feels good. It feels good.
Everyone locked in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna look down.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
I said the Gaunt Shack.
The Gaunt House. Yep.
Gone House.
Bam.
That is correct.
Yeah,
we got it.
Boom.
Right, because I think
it was the least protected.
Right.
So
okay.
He's like, Dumbledore could have known.
The one thing that worried me was the locket sequence. I feel like you keep flitting back and forth between Harry and Voldemort's mind, and it's like you've got like the, sailing across the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it's like a big, long, like...
He's got a little ways to go.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
How does he check the basin? There must have been a way around the potion.
There's like a button underneath the pedestal.
Just drain it. There's a little hole right here.
Yeah, right. I used a cork.
Right.
The question is whether or not he has to do the drink of despair when he's checking it.
Yeah. Or does he? Yeah.
That's also a good question.
Yeah, because I have to drink it. He just shows up at the Battle of Hogwarts. He's like, so why aren't you in the battle? No reason. I'm fine.
I'm having a bad day.
I've got a bit of a headache.
Yeah.
You guys would not believe this hangover. Jeez.
Does anyone have any Tylenol?
God. How long should I give him? Okay. Harry, you have until midnight. Okay, I'll be ready. I'll be good by then.
I'll be good by then. Can somebody order me some Taco Bell?
The Dark Lord's gonna take a dark nap.
Oh man, you guys are funny.
Thank you.
Question number 6 is our second Quizmaster question of the game, submitted by Geekbox and voted on by patrons. What was the date in Tom Riddle's diary that showed Harry his memories?
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking for month and day.
Month and day?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, just year, right? Nope, not even. Okay.
Don't know what year it is.
Okay.
So just month and day?
Man, I'm trying to think of any reason why you would know.
This one might just be a shot. Well, I have a little bit of reasoning why, but it might be just a shot in the dark.
I'm thinking too much. Let's see. Okay, month and day. Okay.
All right, I think I'm going to go with... man. Should we give a...
Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I mean, we just have to do what we have to do, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
I said June 6th. May 31st.
I said May 31st.
I've got June 13th.
Of course it's a 13.
Man.
Yeah, if it's not 7, it's 12, unless it's 13
Unless
or
it's
5.
13 or 5.
Oh,
Wait, that joke hasn't happened yet.
That joke will happen in the future.
dang it.
Man,
well,
June
that was-
13th.
June,
Man.
all right. Why would we remember that? 6/13.
I mean, because it's the end of the Chamber of... It's when he...
Is he asking Armando Dippet if he can stay over the summer holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same memory.
Is
Yeah.
that...
Because it's when he... So it's like he's already killed Myrtle, and it's like... It's the same thing. It's like there was a series of attacks that led up to the murder of a girl, and it's like the end of the year. So that's why I thought it was June.
Right.
So I thought it was June 1943. I just didn't know what day.
When does school end in Europe versus America? Because I feel like we always ended like June 1st, so that was my thinking for that.
I think their holiday is like July 1st to September 1st, right? Like
I think in the Wizarding world
Yeah.
it's July 1st to September 1st. They just have 8 weeks off.
Right, yes. It
Yeah.
seems like... And then just very conveniently, every September 1st seems to be like
A Sunday.
A
yeah.
Sunday,
Yeah.
to travel
Yeah.
back for your first full week.
Yeah.
Right?
We don't worry about dates.
Right. Yeah, who cares? Right.
Well, speaking of numbers, you guys ready for question number 7?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Question number 7. When Voldemort sought out Gregorovitch, what information was he looking for?
I mean, Like.
Oh, actually, I'm between two.
Feel free to write them both down and then circle the one you think it is, and then explain your answer if you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
I can't think of why it wouldn't be this.
I know.
Like, it's something that feels easy, and then I'm going to be frustrated. That's how I feel.
I know. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's this, but then there's something. Yeah, I think this is right.
I'm doing both answers. I'm gonna circle one.
Oh yeah. Got a hedge. Like I knew.
Yeah. See,
I also knew.
Case in point and evidence is all here.
Right.
And then circle the one that I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got it.
Okay, ready?
Okay, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Where's the Elder Wand?
I said, where's the Elder Wand?
Yeah.
I said, where's the Elder Wand? But I also said, how to get past Priori Incantatem.
Okay.
Right, okay.
We're looking for the identity of the thief.
No, this is where he learns about the thief, right? Because doesn't he goes to Gregorovitch looking for the Elder Wand, and he looks into his eyes, and that's when he sees the memory of the thief, right? Because that's who Grindelwald steals it from Gregorovitch.
Yeah, and they say like a blonde-haired boy steals it, stupefies him, and then leaves, and he doesn't know who he was.
After he leaves Gregorovitch, then he's like dwelling on the blonde-haired thief. And Harry eventually finds the picture of Grindelwald and Bathilda Bagshots, and he's like,
gasp, audible gasp. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like he went there looking for the Elder Wand, and then after that, he was worried about the thief.
Yeah, then he wants to know who the thief was.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the good news is that we either all got it right or all got it wrong.
That's true.
Yeah. So at the end of the day,
right.
Yeah. We'll go with right.
Right. Yeah. We'll fact check it, and then if we're right, we'll give ourselves the point, and if we're not.
Question number 8: What deadline did Voldemort give to the defenders of Hogwarts to bring Potter to him?
Oh no! Now I'm gonna feel really dumb.
Okay.
I gotta think about this one.
Well, I said it out loud earlier, so... Harry, you have until... midnight! Either I was correct then, or I was just wrong and misinformed. Like, oh no.
Like, I'm looking for a time.
A time. Okay.
A time?
Or like a, I don't know. Yeah, like a time.
Okay. All right. I'm leaving what I have.
I got it.
I think I got it.
Like, I'm not looking for Tuesday. I'm looking for...
I think you'll see why I'm confused.
I just don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3.
I said midnight, but I'm thinking it's like 1 hour.
I said 1 hour by midnight.
I said 3 hours.
Okay.
It is midnight.
Okay.
Okay.
Boom.
Does this count?
I mean, you said midnight. Yeah. I don't know how long it was until midnight when he said it, but the deadline is midnight.
Right.
Yeah, it's not confirmed, so like what time it was. So I definitely got that.
I'm like, does he make 2 requests like before the battle starts, like, and then again later mid-battle?
I mean, maybe.
That's what I was thinking at first.
Right.
Like when after Snape dies. Spoiler alert.
yeah. After Snape dies, and then he's like, I command my forces to stop. But then there's like when there's like Snape, like I'm thinking in the movie, which is obviously not canon, but like when Pansy Parkinson's like, but he's right there. It's like is that when he first talks to them and he's like, give me Harry Potter within the hour or I shall attack the school or something. And then they fight, and then Snape kills Snape, and then he's like, okay, try again.
I thought he would come.
Question number 9 is our third Quizmaster question of the game, submitted by Dola, Ama, and Dread, and voted on by patrons. Which Death Eater did Voldemort use the Cruciatus curse on in the graveyard after they asked for forgiveness?
Oh.
In the graveyard.
Yes. After he comes back to life.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it was when he was still like in like the small, like fragile form, and he was like, Cruciatus.
I gotta really think about this one.
I know.
Yeah. Who does he use?
Can't even get your Bencantations right.
I
put your name in incantation.
Yeah, that was good.
It's a joke. These are the jokes, people.
These are the jokes.
I think I got it. I'm fairly confident about this one.
Oh man.
Okay, let's think. Who is there?
Most of them. Not all of them.
Some are in Azkaban.
I love he's doing math.
I know. I'm trying to think of like. I'm trying to think of who's there.
Okay. I feel pretty confident about this one now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I've got a guess and a backup guess.
A guess and a backup guess.
You want to write a third guess just for
good
safety? Your safety guess,
right? Yeah. Just maybe
for bragging rights.
You know? Yeah. We'll put this one over here as backup.
And then you can still go. No, it is not.
Does I do that a lot?
Oh yeah.
No, it is not. We should just get a compilation of that.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Okay. Think. Who would it be? Who would he be upset with?
Most of them.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
I said Yax Bomb.
Avery.
I said McNair.
It is Avery.
Oh, man, that was my third guess.
Oh, man.
That was my third guess.
His safety guess.
His safety guess.
Hey, that ties it up again.
Man.
I got that one because I remember that Avery kissed his feet, and I'm pretty sure he tortured him after that.
I part of me thought it was Avery because I think it happens very early, and I think he has them lined up like alphabetically. I think is how the circle goes. And I was like, that would make sense if Avery went first. But then I was like, but maybe this is before he starts his speech, and I don't know.
Okay. Well, there we are. So we're all tied up again.
Well, Ben, this might be a perfect time for you to.
For me to just, you know what? I'm trying to be a good sport about it, honestly. But,
this guy.
I'll be back.
Sorry about this, Morgan. Ben, he does this.
All good.
Welcome everybody to the Scenic Route, where I need to give a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Rocket Money. Okay, so we're all in quiz mode here, right? Well, here's a question for you. Can you currently name every subscription that you're paying for? Because I can tell you honestly that I couldn't, at least not until Rocket Money. But with Rocket Money, I don't have to remember anymore, which if you watch a lot of Jay vs. Ben, you know is a good thing because I'm not particularly good at remembering things. And that's because Rocket Money lays out all of your subscriptions in one neat, easy location. And that is huge because just here recently, I discovered that my wife Alice and I have both signed up for the exact same subscription that we otherwise could have been sharing, but we're otherwise paying double for. Then the other really cool thing that Rocket Money can do for you is negotiate rates. So let's say you have a subscription that you do in fact use, but you want to be paying less for it. We did this with our internet and discovered we could save $20 per month. That's $240 per year. Pure savings. And while I'm maybe a little bit embarrassed to admit it, I also think it helps get the point across because that was just the tip of the iceberg. Across all of our subscriptions, we saved $723 per year. And I actually don't even know that I need to be that embarrassed because those savings are right on the money. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped them save over $500 million, averaging out to $740 on average per customer. Simply put, stop wasting money on things you don't use and cancel unwanted subscriptions with Rocket Money by heading on over to rocketmoney.com/J-versus-B. That's rocketmoney.com/J-versus-B. One last time for safety, rocketmoney.com/J-versus-B. Link in the description down below.
Ben, do you think you can make that face?
That
Who do you think can do it better on this mini J versus Ben battle?
You ready? Okay, mini J versus Ben for an honorary point?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you ready? Oh, hold on. I'm moving my way. Okay, here we
go. Oh, you moved. Okay.
Yeah, right. Left shoulder out.
Right, left shoulder, right hand.
Left shoulder, right hand. Are you ready?
Okay, you guys let us know down in the comments who won that one. But if you want to see us do a Jay versus Ben live, then you should come check us out on tour with our podcast Through the Griffin Door because we're going through the Griffin tour.
Yeah, wow, look at you. It's like you're just like riffing right now. This is very impressive.
Thank you.
I would give you an honorary Ben point just on behalf of all those words you put so neatly together.
Kat, make sure you put that down for the year's final tally.
No, I don't. That's not exactly what I said. Ben points don't actually count for anything. I just want you to know you had one.
You guys heard it. Ben
You do it.
doesn't
You do
count.
with it whatever you will. But yes, indeed, we will be doing live episodes of our podcast through the Gryffindor live on tour. During the night, there is just so much fun stuff that happens. We do the Jay versus Ben, and like over the course of each of the dates, we kind of have like our own little running total to see who does well. It's way harder in front of a crowd of people.
It is.
Yes,
yeah, you're really on the spot.
You are indeed. You have to really bring your A+ game. But yeah, the events are coming up very soon. The end of September, we are doing Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, Berkeley, San Diego, and Los Angeles.
Yes, and that all kicks off on Saturday, September 21st. So there are still tickets available if you're interested in coming out. If you live on the West Coast, like this is it. This is your chance.
This is your chance. Yes, indeed. And we're actually doing double headers, a matinee show in the Seattle and San Diego location. So if you just want to come and sign up for like a full day of fun, you can do so. We also have a VIP upgrade where you get to meet Jay and I, and we can take a picture. We can sign something that comes with a signed poster. There's so much fun stuff. All the links to all the various shows are in the description down below. We hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there. Now back to the real quiz.
Yeah, let's go. And I'm back.
Hey!
I'm back. Hang on. Let me hear things. Cool. Here I am. Hey, he's back. Were you talking bad about me?
What? It was mostly Morgan.
It was mostly Morgan.
This is question number 10. What is the second ingredient in the potion that resurrects Voldemort back to his body?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. The second ingredient. So like...
Look, creepy baby Voldemort doesn't count, though.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not an ingredient.
So okay.
Like in the poem. Like...
Okay.
I've got reason to think that this would make sense. Okay. You feel good?
Yeah.
Morgan, you feel good?
I feel good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I said flesh of the servant willingly given.
Yeah, I said the blood of the enemy forcibly taken.
I said the blood of the foe.
Okay.
It is flesh of the servant.
Oh, yes it is! Because Harry, the blood is the last thing, right?
Yeah.
But like,
I guess...
The chapter, though, is flesh, blood, and bone.
So I was trying to think, like, whether or not Wormtail would be able to go and, like, take Harry's blood after having cut off his own hand.
I mean, I guess he does.
I mean, obviously he does. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
but, like, you know, it seems to me like it would be like, you know, that would be the last thing you would do.
Right.
I agree. Movie, the second thing he does is blood.
And
Don't quote me on
and
that.
then hand. Yeah.
We'll put it on screen.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
To show that I'm wrong.
Bone of the Father, unwillingly given. Flesh, the servant, willingly sacrificed. Blood of the enemy. Forcibly taken.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, because I was right there with you. I had the same thing as you, Morgan. So,
I was mostly thinking of the chapter though. That was because it's flesh, blood, and bone. Unless I'm just completely off with that too.
No, that sounds right to me.
But there's no way he did the hand first.
Yeah, the hand would be
yeah.
great. Yeah.
I think he did the. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He definitely does the bone first.
I think all I could reason was that Harry's blood is like the climactic thing.
Yeah.
That is the
that
big
makes
one.
it like makes sense for that to be the last one.
I mean, but
Yeah,
how?
that's true.
Yeah. How spooky would it be though if Wormtail's just cut off his own hand and he's coming over to you with the knife?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's like.
That just happened.
Question number 11. Which Death Eater tries to help Voldemort up after he killed Harry and was knocked to the ground?
I can picture it in the movie, but I don't know if that's the same as the book.
Man.
Well, I don't know if it is either. That would be a hint.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I just feel like I'm writing with like tenacity.
With tenacity.
Yeah, like all the brain cells are traveling straight through my
know.
pen.
Okay. I got my answer then.
Okay.
Are we good? Are we locked?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
I said Bellatrix.
I said Bellatrix.
Bellatrix.
Okay.
It is Bellatrix.
Boom!
Yeah.
Oh man, part of
I
me
can
was like,
picture it in the movie. That scene was actually hilarious because she helps him up and then he just pushes her back down.
right.
I don't need your help.
Exactly.
I think acting. Okay, I always butcher his name. Ralph Fiennes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ralph Fiennes. I got
feel like
roasted in a video because I said it wrong.
Same
no.
here. Yeah, I think I said because it's spelled like Ralph, is it not? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ralph.
I thought it was Ralph, but
Yeah.
it's Rafe.
Ralph!
Apparently.
But I feel like based on other movies I've seen him in, he must be intense to be around on set, and it would be very interesting to like get to act alongside him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun
Sure.
fact, actually, Daniel Radcliffe was so early in his acting career that he did not talk to Ralph Fiennes at all when they were filming The Goblet of Fire because he didn't think he was a good enough actor to be able to act next to Ralph Fiennes if he knew him.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm the 14-year-old who will be whooping your butt at the end of this movie.
What? That's very interesting, though. That is very interesting, though. I would be intimidated.
Yeah.
But then,
definitely.
like, in Deathly Hallows Part 2, like, Helena Bonham Carter was like, I think she spent like 10 hours rehearsing to play Hermione playing herself.
Oh
like,
my
she was
gosh.
extremely nervous about doing that particular bit.
It's very interesting, and it's well executed.
It is, yeah, it's well done. Yeah.
All of the Deathly Hallows Polyjuice potions were so well done. Like, even like Mafalda Hopkirk and all of them in the Ministry, they perfectly did that.
Yeah, that's like a random one, like getting called up to the big leagues. Remember how you're Mafalda Hopkirk? You're going to be a pretty big deal this time. Like, me, cool, got it.
I always think about that, like with the actor who played Goyle. Must have been like, I was Harry Potter for like an hour.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like,
yeah. That's the con they pull at all the cons. Like, we're gonna have Harry Potter here.
Yeah, it's like
for that 1 hour in Chamber of Secrets.
Anyway, question number 12 is our fourth Quizmaster question of the game, submitted by Amanda Nicole and voted on by patrons. Who was the first person Voldemort sent to the Department of Mysteries to try and secure the prophecy?
I'm between two.
He's between two.
I'll write them both down.
Okay. I think this is...
Yeah, get your safety guess in.
Okay.
This could almost be like a Death Eater quiz.
Yeah. Who was Voldemort ordering around?
Wait, now I'm questioning myself.
Oh, man.
I actually have 3 answers.
Voldemort's failure to just do this job himself is one of like his worst plans ever. Because he's like, I'm going to spend 9 months convincing Harry to do this, and then I'm going to show up at the place anyway myself. And I'm going to send all these Death Eaters down there to meet Harry the moment he grabs it. Because clearly they can get that close to it, but I don't feel safe grabbing it myself.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, for this question, did you say it was a Death Eater, or did you say just who?
I said who.
Curious.
It's a hmm.
Okay.
That's certainly a hmm.
Curiouser and more curious.
Okay, I don't know if that possibly... This feels so dumb.
You changing answers?
I'm changing answers.
You doing a gut check time?
I'm doing a gut check time.
Wow.
This is so silly. I'm doomed.
Tangent over. Do we have answers?
I believe I have my answer. I'm not super confident about it, but...
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Count of 1, 2, 3.
Broderick Bode.
Sturgis
Oh, that was my second one. I said Sturgis Podmore.
Is it Podmore?
It is Sturgis Podmore.
Oh! Morgan with the clutch.
Dang.
I went back and forth like 5 times.
Man.
Wow.
Because-
well done.
Thank you.
When he said, did you say Death Eater or just who? I was like, oh, he's got it.
Oh, he's got it. He's
got
got it. Oh man, I honestly had Lucius down first because doesn't Harry run into him with Arthur when they're going to the hearing?
Yeah, the
Him
hearing.
under the Imperious Curse.
Okay,
I
that's
think is what happened.
You're right.
Yeah.
So,
But
Actually, I think he put both of them under the Imperious
because
Curse. but he
neither
did
of them are
Sturgis
Death
first.
Eaters, right?
because
Correct,
Broderick's the one who gets eaten by or strangled by the
The Venomous Tentacula.
at the
Or the Devil's Snare, sorry.
Devil's Snare.
The Devil's
Yes,
Snare at
same
the
one.
hospital. Because he was an unspeakable, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. I literally just asked Alice about Broderick Bode yesterday.
Anyway.
It's a popular character to discuss.
You know.
over dinner. Okay.
As ever, we're screwed by the St. Mungos.
I know. It gets us.
It gets us every time.
Okay, question number 13. When Harry asks Dumbledore what the maimed creature is in his King's Cross vision, How does Dumbledore respond?
Ben knows. He was immediately writing.
Well, I know. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have the essence of it. Are we? Is this like a like get the quote right?
Sort of, yeah. Well, go with what you got.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay.
You'd be a good teacher. You know,
Thanks.
like if I was struggling on an examination and I came up and I was like, I don't think I understand the question, and you said, go with what you got and we'll figure it out, I'd be like, okay. Thanks,
there's some leeway here.
Thanks,
I mean,
Mr. E.
It's not exactly like a necessarily super tangible answer.
So it's not like a thing. It's like a description.
Yeah, he doesn't say like, "Oh, it's a gross baby."
Yeah, what's that? Here, look at it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Use your eyes.
Yeah.
Use your eyes, man. I
How
feel
do
like
my eyes hurt?
Somebody told me once upon a time that they covered whatever that prop is in barbecue sauce, and I can never not see it.
You can like smell that scene now.
It gives me the ick so bad.
As it should.
Yeah.
You guys made me look at that so often.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There was one video where it was like every 4 minutes.
I know. I think we had a whole video about the gross baby. Okay, does everyone have a guess, an answer?
I have an approximation of the sentiment.
Okay. Yeah. An approximation of the sentiment. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Un, deux, trois.
I said it is beyond our help.
Beyond our help.
Some things that cannot be helped.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it all three of you. Something beyond their help is what I got.
We just did that one, y'all.
Yeah.
Guys, we are such nerds.
We are. Oh,
Dude,
man.
you know what's crazy? My dad the other day, I told him that I was coming on your guys' channel, and he was like, that's literally like the 3 leading experts on Harry Potter.
Well, that's
like the 2 biggest Harry Potter channels, like that blew my mind.
I know. No,
we're doing it.
It's so fun. I know, and it's on. How was the scores? Am I losing?
You are by 1.
Nice.
They're tied for the win.
Okay.
Oh, it's on, Morgan.
The good news is, I think for being 2 channels that specialize in this particular area to come together.
Yeah.
At the very least, nobody's getting crushed.
That's true.
You know, there's always that kind of like imposter syndrome that immediately drops on you. It's like, am I a fan? Do I know anything?
I know.
Yeah.
What do?
Well, let's see if you know this. Question number 14.
Oh, gosh.
Which of Lord Voldemort's descendants made the secret entrance to the Chamber of Secrets a sink in the girls' bathroom?
Oh, we're going past book lore?
This is Pottermore lore. Okay. I think this is an answer that could be correct. Let me think.
Gosh, I would almost. I mean, I don't know if you guys could be convinced to go multiple choice, but I would.
I was just thinking that.
No, I think I feel good enough about my answer.
Oh no!
I feel good enough.
Oh man.
Okay.
This is dangerful.
Is 2/3 enough to override?
Oh man.
Or does it have to be unanimous?
I think we have to.
I think in the beginning we declared that if we all
unanimity.
Unanimity.
Good use of unanimity.
Thank you.
Is that a real word?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to go to multiple choice?
I feel okay. I had a guess. I don't know if it's exactly right, but something came to mind immediately, and it is what I'm going with.
Okay. All right. I don't think this is even remotely correct. I just sometimes it's fun to see how in the zip code you can ultimately become.
Right.
Okay. So I have basically, Morgan, if it helps you at all, I've basically made up an answer.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you've invented a Harry Potter character.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
Very gaunt.
Dude, I have no idea, so I'm just gonna. I know I'm gonna get this wrong.
Or maybe this is my chance. I'm putting too much stock in it now.
There's absolutely. I just put this as an answer because I have no clue.
Okay. All right.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3.
I said Corvinus Gaunt.
Oh, Brian Gaunt. I said Edgar Gaunt.
It is Corvinus Gaunt.
Yes! Oh, wow. Booyah!
That is
Got
impressive.
it.
So,
I just accepted I was getting that one wrong.
Yep, same. I think that given the multiple choice, were all last names gone?
No.
No. Oh wow. Then I definitely would have gotten it with multiple choice.
Yeah, if it was multiple choice, I would have gotten it. Because as soon as you said it, I was like, "That's right."
That's it.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many Corvuses in the Lestrange family. I was like, am I mixing pure blood families here?
I know. And that's what I was trying to think. I was like, there's like Marvolo and Morphin, but like neither of those are like
Gaunt too.
Gormlaith.
That was another multiple choice answer.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I would have been tricked into that one. I think I
know enough about her.
That was the Ilvermorny.
Yeah. Too far back in history. Because this one, Corvinus Gaunt, is only like in like the 1860s or something, right?
Right. It's like when indoor plumbing was invented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
maybe if you guys played the game, you'd know.
Oh.
Because I knew the answer to
You knew that one?
Did you?
Okay. Wow, okay.
No pressure.
Question number 15. The 5th and final Quizmaster question of the game, submitted by the Prince of Awesomeness and voted on by patrons. How old is Voldemort when he attacks the Potters?
How old is Voldemort?
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I know this. I just have to do the math.
I'm just like, don't do the math wrong. Don't do the math wrong. Okay, so...
Or do. That's up to you, man.
Okay. It doesn't feel terrible.
I'm so bad at math. I know the answer if I do the math right.
I know. I'm like...
All right, I think I got it.
Okay. I mean, it'll either be it'll just be either demoralizing.
I know. It's either just going to be like...
I feel like I can't be more than off by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Unless I also just did regular math wrong.
Okay. I think I know the important dates, if that helps.
I know the important dates, right? I can tell you all. It's like there should be no reason to get it wrong, right?
I'm in the same boat.
And yet I feel so not confident.
Okay. All right. We can do this on a count of 3?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
54.
55.
It is 54.
Yes! Okay.
Dang it!
Okay.
He was born December 31st.
Yes.
1926.
So he didn't. Yeah, so it was 1981. Yeah, so he didn't. It was the year. Wait, now I can't even think about. I'm so.
Wait, is it 19? I thought it was 1980. It's 1980.
So it happened Halloween 1981.
Yeah, because Harry's a year old.
Because it's wow. So
and he was born.
You did the math wrong and got the right answer, Jay.
Correct.
Heck
I got the wrong. Okay,
Wow.
because I made the error that I was afraid I was going to make, but I got the year wrong by 1, so it worked out, which is hilarious.
Wow.
I was like, you're right, it's 81. I thought it was 1980, but it's not.
I hate you.
I know.
It was 81, but he hadn't. So his birthday's in December.
Right.
So he had 2 months until he turned 55.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Dang it. I think what I was getting confused on, and this is actually like, it's like my own mistake, but I always remember that he's born basically like right at the turn of the year, and I couldn't remember, and I should have, whether it was the 31st or he's born into the 1st, like right on New Year's. And so I think I was like, okay, yeah, so his birthday wouldn't be, darn it.
I know. I'm always like, it's like 31st, so the next year.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah. It hurts. It's demoralizing and it hurts. But does that mean...
That means I win with bad math.
A J victory. So honestly, okay, so when it comes down to it though, so does that mean you won by 1 point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because my math right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, when was the point born?
Right, when was the point born? Yeah. But no, Morgan, this works out well because you came in and you beat one of us. You know, so it's like it's a perfect little sandwich here.
I feel
there
good.
We go.
And if we did the math right, we would have tied.
I know. Oh my gosh,
man!
I feel good about it. This was so much fun.
This was so great. This was so great. It was so awesome to have you. Thank you so much for coming on and for being a part of the show and everything. Can you be sure to let all of the Super Carlin Brothers viewers know where they can find you out in the greater interweb?
Definitely, yeah. So it's youtube.com/MovieFlame, and I'm on TikTok. I think MovieFlame Morgan, and then Instagram I think is Morgan_Ross_18. Don't quote me on that though. You might have to show the graphic.
We'll just show the graphic.
We'll show the graphic. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I appreciate it though. I appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody be sure to go and check out Morgan. You do big like the life ofs, right?
Yeah, that was kind of what took my channel off. Now I kind of do like ranking videos, which is a lot of fun.
Amazing.
But yeah, I also cover like, it's so cool because our channels cover Harry Potter as the main thing, then like Hunger Games, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Star Wars, Marvel, like we cover all the same things.
Big cross section, all the same stuff.
Huge overlap. Yeah. So the good news is that if you like this channel, you'll definitely like Morgan's channel.
Yes, you will. So make sure you go check them out.
Yes, we'll have links to all that in the description down below. And now we need to give a huge thank you to these quizmasters who support us over on Patreon.
Huge thank you to Dumb Genius, Geekbox, Dola, Ama, Dread, Amanda Nicole, and the Prince of Awesomeness.
If you too would like to try to stump us in a future episode of Jay vs. Ben, you can do so by heading on over to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers and selecting the Quizmasters tier.
Huge shout out to all of our Quizmasters over on Patreon.
Guys, as always, be sure to let us know how you did in the towel section down below.
If you want to see the latest entry in our current What If series, What If Ron was in Hufflepuff, you can check out this video right here. Or if you want to see one of Morgan's videos, The Complete Life of Voldemort, you can check out this video right here. But otherwise, until next time, bye!